Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. We do not remember days, we remember moments. Life is too short for long-term grudges. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Into each life some rain must fall. Life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well. Don't go through life, grow through life. You have succeeded in life when all you really want is only what you really need. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. Growth is the only evidence of life. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Surprise is the greatest gift which life can grant us. Life is a long lesson in humility. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Life is a lot like jazz. It's best when you improvise. What do we live for, if not to make life less difficult for each other? The greatest pleasure of life is love. Life is what happens while you are busy making other plans. We live in a rainbow of chaos. With the past, I have nothing to do, nor with the future. I live now. Life is made up of sobs, sniffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Every man dies, not every man really lives. Life isn't a matter of milestones, but of moments. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. I have found that if you love life, life will love you back. Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Life is a zoo in a jungle. We can't plan life. All we can do is be available for it. Life's like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. I take a simple view of life. It is keep your eyes open and get on with it. Life is a work in progress. Maybe all one can do is hope to end up with the right regrets. Life is a lively process of becoming. What a wonderful life I've had. I only wish I'd realized it sooner. Life is very short, and what we have to do must be done in the now. Life is never easy for those who dream. Today is your own, tomorrow perchance may never come. Life is something to do when you can't get to sleep. The art of life is to know how to enjoy a little and to endure very much. I want to live my life, not record it. Life itself is the proper binge. Unrest of spirit is a mark of life. The difficulty in life is the choice. Variety's the very spice of life that gives it all its flavor. Unbeing dead isn't being alive. Life is what we make it, always has been, always will be. All the art of living lies in a fine mingling of letting go and holding on. One way to get the most out of life is to look upon it as an adventure. Life is a succession of moments. To live each one is to succeed. Life is 10% what you make it and 90% how you take it. To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. He not busy being born is busy dying. Remember when life's path is steep to keep your mind even. Maybe that's what life is, a wink of the eye and winking stars. Life is a moderately good play with a badly written third act. How sweet it is. If we live good lives, the times are also good. As we are, such are the times. Life is too short to work so hard. Life is made up of marble and mud. We are all here for a spell. Get all the good laughs you can. Life is half spent before we know what it is. He is a man who is to be a man. The fruit is always present in the seed. Life is the art of drawing sufficient conclusions from insufficient premises. Wrong life cannot be lived rightly. Life comes from the earth and life returns to the earth. Life is a horizontal fall. We are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we can from life. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. To know nothing is the happiest life. Not a shred of evidence exists in favor of the idea that life is serious. The less routine, the more life. Life is wasted on the living. Life is a DNA software system. Nothing is more precious than life, especially the life of your child. All I really need to know, I learned in kindergarten. I am all for the short and merry life. I do not regret one moment of my life. My life is every moment of my life. It is not a culmination of the past. Life is much shorter than I imagined it to be. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Life is a great sunrise. I do not see why death should not be an even greater one. I take care of my flowers and my cats, and enjoy food, and that's living. A little credulity helps one on through life very smoothly. The person lives twice who lives the first life well. We pass through this world but once. Life has a higher end than to be amused. The price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. I have inspiration and feelings of being alive most every day I live. The most exhausting thing in life is being insincere. Life has meaning only if one barters it day by day for something other than itself. Life itself still remains a very effective therapist. Our entire life consists ultimately in accepting ourselves as we are. The hardest years in life are those between 10 and 70. Life is painting a picture, not doing a sum. With renunciation, life begins. Nobody got where they are today by living for tomorrow. I am an artist. I am here to live out loud. Life leaps like a geyser for those who drill through the rock of inertia. The real business of life is trying to understand each other. Only an artist can interpret the meaning of life. To be able to look back upon one's past life with satisfaction is to live twice. Take care of your life and the Lord will take care of your death. Life's more amusing than we thought. Life is anything that dies when you stomp on it. Conduct is 3/4 of our life and its largest concern. If life had a second edition, how I would correct the proofs. A healthful hunger for a great idea is the beauty and blessedness of life. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. We are to seek wisdom and understanding only in the length of days. Doing what you love is the cornerstone of having abundance in your life. That it will never come again is what makes life sweet. The fear of life is the favorite disease of the 20th century. Most people have never learned that one of the main aims in life is to enjoy it. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Our life is what our thoughts make it. To live is to think. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. There is more to life than increasing its speed. Life is pleasant, death is peaceful, it's the transition that's troublesome. To affect the quality of the day, that is the highest of arts. It is not length of life, but depth of life. An aim in life is the only fortune worth finding. Give me the luxuries of life and I will willingly do without the necessities. The greatest trap in our life is not success, popularity, or power, but self-rejection. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. Life well spent is long. Once you say you're going to settle for second, that's what happens to you in life. All theory, dear friend, is gray, but the golden tree of life springs evergreen. You don't have to be the Dalai Lama to tell people that life's about change. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Open your eyes, look within. Are you satisfied with the life you're living? The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. The greatest use of a life is to spend it on something that will outlast it. I am simply trying to struggle through life, trying to do God's bidding. The man who has no inner life is a slave to his surroundings. We cannot put off living until we are ready. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. There are three constants in life: change, choice, and principles. To live is to change, and to be perfect is to have changed often. Each day is the scholar of yesterday. Let life happen to you. Believe me, life is in the right, always. To live is so startling it leaves little time for anything else. Any idiot can face a crisis. It's day-to-day living that wears you out. There is just one life for each of us, our own. What is important in life is life, and not the result of life. While we are postponing, life speeds by. People living deeply have no fear of death. Life is not an exact science, it is an art. You can preach a better sermon with your life than with your lips. Kindness, I've discovered, is everything in life. There is no wealth but life. Pain and death are part of life. To reject them is to reject life itself. Life will always be to a large extent what we ourselves make it. 70% of success in life is showing up. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. To be free is to have achieved your life. Life is a gift given in trust, like a child. Life loves the liver of it. Our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. Everything has been figured out except how to live. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. My trade and art is to live. I am I plus my circumstances. My life is my message. A baby is God's opinion that life should go on. Character develops itself in the stream of life. I don't expect to live forever, but I do intend to hang on as long as possible. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. I argue thee that love is life, and life hath immortality. The dearest days in one's life are those that seem very far and very near at once. There is a very fine line between loving life and being greedy for it. To live is like to love, all reason is against it, and all healthy instinct for it. A chain is no stronger than its weakest link, and life is after all a chain. What we play is life. Life is largely a matter of expectation. I look back on my life like a good day's work. It was done and I am satisfied with it. The main facts in human life are 5: birth, food, sleep, love, and death. I love life because what more is there? Life imitates art far more than art imitates life. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. The quality, not the longevity, of one's life is what is important. I had no blood relatives till I made some. While there's life, there's hope. Live so you do not have to look back and say, "God, how I have wasted my life." I bear a charmed life. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. The personal life deeply lived always expands into truths beyond itself. Our business in life is not to succeed, but to continue to fail in good spirits. Just as courage imperils life, fear protects it. Life's a fight. It's a good fight of faith. Life must be lived as play. The best path through life is the highway. We live in the world when we love it. Art is the proper task of life. Life consists in what a man is thinking of all day. This life is worth living, we can say, since it is what we make it. Execute every act of thy life as though it were thy last. Life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you react to it. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Be happy for this moment. This moment is your life. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. There is only one happiness in this life: to love and be loved. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. If I had to live my life again, I'd make the same mistakes, only sooner. Every man regards his own life as the New Year's Eve of time. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Everything in life is luck. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. The greatest gift of life is friendship, and I have received it. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now, without delay. Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit. Life is like a roller coaster. Live it. Be happy. Enjoy life. Life is short and every moment is precious. Relax. Life is beautiful. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Music is moonlight in the gloomy night of life. Attitude determines the altitude of life. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. Enjoy life, that's what we're here for. Music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. God gave us the gift of life. It is up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well. Memories are the best things in life, I think. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. The purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls. Life was always a matter of waiting for the right moment to act. Only I can change my life. No one can do it for me. See, life is a journey and every chapter is very interesting. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. I just want to live each moment to the fullest and enjoy life. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. My life needs editing. I cherish my entire life. I've been blessed with a life full of good memories. There is no end. There is no beginning. There is only the passion of life. Life isn't black and white. It's a million gray areas, don't you find? Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. A life lived in fear is a life half-lived. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Life is the art of drawing without an eraser. Life is God's novel. Let Him write it. We forge the chains we wear in life. Everything in life is somewhere else, and you get there in a car. My life motto is do my best, so that I can't blame myself for anything. Never regret yesterday. Life is in you today and you make your tomorrow. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Life is too short not to celebrate nice moments. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Music is the soundtrack of your life. Life moves so fast, you gotta document the good times, man. Simply enjoy life and the great pleasures that come with it. I just enjoy life in a way where I like being my own person. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Failure at some point in your life is inevitable, but giving up is unforgivable. The life of the dead is placed in the memory of the living. Live life for the moment because everything else is uncertain. Life has no limitations except the ones you make. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Life is short, so enjoy it to the fullest. My life has been full of terrible misfortunes, most of which never happened. You can't get anywhere in life without taking risks. Life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. Life is a game and true love is a trophy. Positivity, confidence, and persistence are key in life, so never give up on yourself. Some people are born on third base and go through life thinking they hit a triple. Life is full of misery, loneliness, and suffering, and it's all over much too soon. Life is short, and it is up to you to make it sweet. If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings. Without rain, there is no life. The bottom line is to have fun and enjoy life. It is the sweet, simple things of life which are the real ones after all. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. In life, as in art, the beautiful moves in curves. The whole point is to live life and to use all the colors in the crayon box. The goal of all life is death. Life is hard. After all, it kills you. Life without dreams is like a bird with a broken wing. It can't fly. Life is too short to do the things you don't love doing. It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all your life. One must choose in life between boredom and suffering. Your journey never ends. Life has a way of changing things in incredible ways. What you put into life is what you get out of it. Thank you for life and all the little ups and downs that make it worth living. Life goes on, and one should look ahead and not backward. There is only one success: to be able to spend your life in your own way. In life, you have got to make the best of every situation. You have to keep going. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. Time is long, but life is short. The only way to take sorrow out of death is to take love out of life. Life is a journey. When we stop, things don't go right. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Life is all about having a good time. Do what you need to do and enjoy life as it happens. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Life is not what you expect. It is made up of the most unexpected twists and turns. Life begins on the other side of despair. You got one life to live, so I'm living it the way I want to live it. The hardest thing in life to learn is which bridge to cross and which to burn. The life so short, the craft so long to learn. Let us put our minds together and see what life we can make for our children. Life is a series of commas, not periods. Life is one grand, sweet song, so start the music. Live a life full of humility, gratitude, intellectual curiosity, and never stop learning. Always keep your smile. That's how I explain my long life. Sometimes in life, you have to make a selfish decision and do what's best for you. Life is the childhood of our immortality. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing, keep pretending. I'm really looking forward to seeing what life brings to me. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. Take a step back, evaluate what is important, and enjoy life. When life gives you Monday, dip it in glitter and sparkle all day. May you live all the days of your life. I believe that God put us in this jolly world to be happy and enjoy life. You can really only enjoy life when you're extremely busy. Cinema can fill in the empty spaces of your life and your loneliness. Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful. I like people that enjoy life, 'cause I do the same. All my life, my heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name. Faith gives you an inner strength and a sense of balance and perspective in life. From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life. It's not the men in my life that count, it's the life in my men. I always had a fantasy of being a chef because I like kitchen life. At the end of the day, life is too short to worry. Love is energy of life. Trauma is a fact of life. It does not, however, have to be a life sentence. I am lucky to do what I do and enjoy life. I don't think about art when I'm working. I try to think about life. I am happy every day because life is moving in a very positive way. Without football, my life is worth nothing. Photography takes an instant out of time, altering life by holding it still. There are only 3 things women need in life: food, water, and compliments. Life is pain, highness. Anyone who tells you differently is selling something. Life is a banquet and most poor suckers are starving to death. No water, no life, no blue, no green. I live a very joyful life with a lot of laughter and good times. Life beats down and crushes the soul, and art reminds you that you have one. You can't get much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good. You must trust and believe in people or life becomes impossible. When life hits you pretty hard, you can go into a dark corner. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint you can at it. Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. You change your life by changing your heart. It is better to create than to learn. Creating is the essence of life. Success and failure are both part of life. Both are not permanent. Life ain't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. There are no regrets in life, just lessons. Children are the anchors that hold a mother to life. Everything in life has to have balance. Smoking kills. If you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life. The measure of a life, after all, is not its duration, but its donation. Life is short and it is here to be lived. I enjoy life. That doesn't mean I don't care. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. At its best, life is completely unpredictable. A bachelor's life is a fine breakfast, a flat lunch, and a miserable dinner. It's better to enjoy life. Selection is a temporary thing. I am blessed with a funny gene that makes me enjoy life. I would rather die a meaningful death than to live a meaningless life. Be patient and understanding. Life is too short to be vengeful or malicious. Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. Life is too short to be living somebody else's dream. As I enter a new phase of life and my circle broadens, I start learning new things. I'm taking all the negatives in my life and turning them into a positive. Life's pretty good, and why wouldn't it be? I'm a pirate after all. There's theater in life, obviously, and there's life in theater. A life without fame can be a good life, but fame without a life is no life at all. I just really enjoy life. Life is full of ups and downs. One needs to stay positive in life, no matter what. Our life is frittered away by detail. Simplify, simplify. I've always been a private person, and I've always valued my private life. I try to work and enjoy life, and that's about all. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. We all pay for life with death, so everything in between should be free. You don't get what you want in life, you get who you are. Without music, life would be a mistake. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. To fear love is to fear life, and those who fear life are already 3 parts dead. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. All of our technology is completely unnecessary to a happy life. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, man cannot live without a spiritual life. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. I have never in my life learned anything from any man who agreed with me. It's never too late, in fiction or in life, to revise. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Where there is love, there is life. The way to know life is to love many things. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. Our life is made by the death of others. Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. The bird is powered by its own life and by its motivation. Let your life lightly dance on the edges of time like dew on the tip of a leaf. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. Intellectual property has the shelf life of a banana. Life and death are one thread, the same line viewed from different sides. Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal. If you are not too long, I will wait here for you all my life. No one gets away with anything, ever, so take responsibility for your own life. Nothing in life is promised except death. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. The richness of life lies in memories we have forgotten. There are 2 means of refuge from the miseries of life: music and cats. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Water is life, and clean water means health. Life is either a great adventure or nothing. Life is nothing but a competition to be the criminal rather than the victim. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? My life is a struggle. Someone has to die in order that the rest of us should value life more. Our ability to handle life's challenges is a measure of our strength of character. So if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, and that is how I run my life. Life could be wonderful if people would leave you alone. Satisfaction consists in freedom from pain, which is the positive element of life. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. Life is anything but predictable. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at without result. A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself. Without deep reflection, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. Money can't buy life. He who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. Life is tough, but it's tougher if you're stupid. Paintings have a life of their own that derives from the painter's soul. Life should be great rather than long. Man does not control his own fate. The women in his life do that for him. There is no love of life without despair of life. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Accept the terrible responsibility of life with eyes wide open. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Live the life you've dreamed. Life is given to us. We earn it by giving it. All my life through, the new sights of nature made me rejoice like a child. Life in abundance comes only through great love. For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. Life is an adventure, it's not a package tour. The great art of life is sensation, to feel that we exist, even in pain. Your life is the fruit of your own doing. You have no one to blame but yourself. To be able to look back upon one's life in satisfaction is to live twice. Concision in style, precision in thought, decision in life. Don't let making a living prevent you from making a life.